So our assault of the Golden Tower begins. Gibaja is defending. Oh, it's a Chokepoint battle. Interesting. That does probably favour the lizard men though, to be fair, but we should be fine. We outnumber them quite significantly. And we also have artillery, so if they want to just sit there, we'll wear them down a bit. And I think that's probably a wise overall game plan, as they've got some Temple Guard and stuff. We'll want to wear them down, because Temple Guard will keep us in a prolonged fight. And Skaven aren't very good in a prolonged fight, so the quicker we can get things dead, the better. It would be nice to make use of the choke point as well, but I don't know if they're going to charge out and try to come after me, which means the choke point will become redundant. We'll see how they go. Plague Monks. I do love a good Plague Monk. I'll get them ready to charge in. They're not going to absorb any charges though. Try to flank with this lot. A classic Rat Ogre flank. They can patrol the other opening of the choke point. Send them my clan rats first, wear them down a bit with them, and then just try to whittle away at them with everything else. Oh, my Night Runners can Vanguard deploy. Maybe I could try and use them to stop them from charging out. If I leave one unit there, they could maybe charge into them and just hold them in place. Just for a minute. Might be long enough for us to get our army up to them and try to make use of the choke point. Okay, here we go. What are they going to do? Try and move up as quick as we can. Looks like they're staying put anyway, so cool. That makes life a little bit easier. Don't need to sacrifice these Night Runners. Okay. They're holding up the choke point in the middle, and then a little bit on the left. Roll up the old Plague Claw. Start trying to hammer down those Temple Guard. They're right at the back there. Not too much to worry about on the other side. Shields and a bit of cavalry. Cool. Start moving them over there. I'm more worried about them coming around to flank me, to be honest. Not actually fussed about pushing on that side too much. Like I said, we'll just hammer our way through the centre until we destroy all those spearmen. Okay. Clan rats, go and box it up. No, that's close enough. Kill these Temple Guard. As long as the Temple Guard are out of the way, I think we can chew through the rest of the Saurus Warriors. The Plague Monk should be able to get them done. Oh, a cheeky fireball coming in. Landing on my clan rats. Yeah, good unit choice there, guys. Good prioritising. Could have saved that to use on a Plague Monk unit. But there you go. Welcome to Total War AI. So this is probably just going to be a bit of a grind fest, a bit of a clog up, a bit of a mash up, a bit of a horde party. I wanted to say mosh pit, for some reason horde party came out. Mosh pit, horde party. That's what mosh pits are called now. Next time you go to a gig, go get in the horde party. Woo! Anyway, back to the battle. Back to what's important. Let's roll up these Plague Monks. Gonna need to get them in soon. Oh, they're charging on my clan rats. Let's get ready to rumble. I'm trying to put the warp fire throws at a bit of an angle. Keep the anti-large out of the way. We're not going to need them over here. Okay, here they come. I'm going to put some of these back here to try and get the missiles. Plague Claw is whittling down those Temple Guard. Bring in the monks. I've always loved monks. I've got a bit of a thing about monks. I'm not going to lie. Not like a weird thing. But, so, Shogun 2, there was one faction that had monks. You had, like, warrior monks and bow monks. Oh, those warrior monks are just too cool. I used to make armies of them. Loved it. Diablo, you get the monk character. Love playing as the monk character. Warcraft, my main character is a monk. I'm all about the monks. I've got a thing about monks, don't know why. Just do, alright? I'm a monk guy. Nice bit of warp lightning there. Looking okay so far. We're just got to try and chew through them on the front line, try and outlast them, which is not an easy job for the Skaven. They're coming at me on the left a little bit. We've got plenty of units to help tie up. These warp fire throwers, not really firing too much. They're a really difficult unit to try and actually get them to operate properly, the warp fire throwers. They'll only fire in very, very specific conditions. They're a bit precious about their angles and things like that. It's a bit annoying, to be honest. They could be so much better. Same with the poison wing globadiers sometimes, but not quite as bad, because they can just throw their little bombs over units, which I think is where the warp fire boys struggle. Doing okay though, we've got lots of their life bars down. I think we're just overrunning them with numbers. We're wearing them down with our numbers. Come on, lads. Perfect opportunity for you to fire. Blade Claw still coming in, wearing stuff down. Change targets though, so that we don't hit. Oh crap. Don't want my rat ogres fighting that anti-large cavalry, thank you very much. But I will take some tasty missile units to munch down on. Try and protect them with a bit of menace below. They can tie up that cavalry. Keep them from getting after us for now. There we go. Good. Rat ogres making short work of those two units already. Oh, we got some wavering on the front lines. Quick still in there though. Just beat the crap out of their Saurus veteran. I'm not really sure how I don't know. I don't know how I feel at the moment. I'm not sure whether I'm winning it or losing it on this front line. Try and get a few more units involved. Well, they spam and they can come up. They're not going to do anything. Okay, just got to try and bolster this front line a bit, because leadership is becoming a problem. Of course, the Saurus have a lot of armor, and we don't have much armor piercing. Actually, we don't have any armor piercing. Plague monks don't have it. Clam rats don't have it. Queek will have it. That'll be about it. So, a war of attrition. We must wear them down to get through their armor. Doing alright on this side. We should be able to get through them. If we can just break one side, we can roll round and flank the other side. It's all good. I think we're doing okay. It's just his right side looks a bit peaky, but we've got Queeky, so he needs to get rid of their general actually. The quicker we get rid of him, the quicker we can get rid of the rest of them. Let's drop the melee defense of the general, and that should allow Queek to absolutely batter him. Come on, Queeky, he's only a Saurus veteran. There's nothing on you. Good. Jolly good. Rat ogres here. Need to finish those off. Oh, these ones have chased this cavalry off. That's fine. As long as they keep him out the fight, I'm happy with that. Storm vermin holding well on the left. No worries over there. Things appear to be edging in our favour now. The favour bar as well. Going a bit more yellow. Yeah, we got wavering over here. Their general's going home. This should spell a quick death for the lizard men. We should kill them all. There we go, victory. So we don't have to worry about chasing them down to kill their numbers, as we'll kill them all from this being a settlement. Well, sort of a settlement battle, with no settlement. And that really is one thing that's kind of missing from the Warhammer series, is minor settlement battles. In Attila and Rome 2, you just had small settlements that were just like little towns, a bunch of little alleyways and stuff. You can fight down, you can use some tactics down there. It's pretty fun, but in this, they don't have them for some reason. They do have some kind of ones in Warhammer 2, but they're not very good. They're not really comparable to the previous ones in the other games. So, yeah, a little bit disappointing, as there could be some really fun stuff, but what their reason is for ruining sieges and settlement battles in this game, who knows, but with any luck, they'll change it for Warhammer 3. We can all hope. We can all pray. God knows people have complained enough. So, just utilising the Skaven numbers there. 2,000 rats came after their just over 1,000 lizard men. Such is the way of the Skaven. So now we've finally got the Golden Tower, which is a nice defensible point between the mountains. Should keep us safe. If we go to war with anyone else, we can just put an army in there, hold up there, get a good garrison there, and then the rest of our empire should be safe. We will of course loot and occupy. Awesome. Okay, now what do we do? Now we can progress, but what should we do? We completed a mission. Got a bunch of items. Nice. Nice, mate. Gonna need some of these other places around, I think. Overall, though, I think we should keep on the last defenders, keep wearing them down, because they become far too powerful very quickly, because Kroq-Gar is an absolute monster, quite literally, and metaphorically. So if we can get him beaten down, at least to the point of, you know, giving him just 2 or 3 settlements, maybe wipe him out if we can, but We'll see how things go. Cool. Krotkar is still up here. I'm worried about where his army may go next. He's now taken Zlatland, so he's probably not going to stay there very long. He will inevitably come after me, as I've just declared war on him, of course. But we've got the Golden Tower, so it's fine. Now, I've been thinking about my approach to this campaign, and I think I'm going about it all wrong. And it's all coming down to the food situation. The bigger, like, I'm trying to take everywhere, and I want to take all the lands. But that's difficult with this game because then you need a lot of food. And you don't really get any food unless you do sacking and raiding and have the buildings. Now, I've got one of the buildings, and there's another one up north a bit. But I'm not doing any sacking and raiding. So I'm finding that I'm struggling with food a little bit. Which leads me to think I should just get a nice secure empire and then just go off and absolutely ruin some factions' lives with raiding and sacking. And maybe a little bit of raising as well. So I think that's what I'm maybe going to look to do once we've dealt with Krotkar. There's this faction down here I'm kind of worried about. Because they are like nearly going to war with me. And they're right below me. And there's no one else around them. So there's not a lot else for them to do. They might just get bored. And come over and absolutely ruin my southeast coast. So there are troubles. I have my troubles. Squeak has his troubles. Still a last defender's place over here as well, which I need to get rid of. So I can complete that province. And because they might come down after me. So much to do. Not enough armies. I don't have the food to support these armies. That's kind of the problem. I've got quite a lot of food at the moment. I've got plus 14, so I'm okay for now. But overall, it's probably not going to last too long. And then I'll be back to where I was a few turns ago. So yeah, I think that's what the plan is after we've dealt with the last defenders. I'm going to get my Earthquake Engineer to come over and damage Zlatland. Just in a bid to try and break Krotkar down a little bit. The more we can weaken him, the better. Oh, we tried to assassinate him then. Thank God he failed. I think that happened last time I tried to use one. Bastards. Krotkar going to make any moves? He's not Zlatland, so probably not. I guess he would have made his moves already. So no. Krotkar is just mustering his forces by the looks of it. Which is really just bad news for us. Let's try and get that Earthquake on the go right damn now. I'm not completely sure what it does. Damages all buildings. Is that it? We'll just repair them on the next turn and then it'll be like I did nothing. So it's going to cost him a bit of money. I think that's about it. Seems a bit rubbish. So I stopped him using his building, so that's going to stop him recruiting stuff from there, I suppose. It'll stop them making money for a bit, but like I say, it can be rebuilt in one turn, so it seems kind of pointless, unless there's something I'm missing. Am I missing something? Let me know. If you know. Kind of want to go over here and see if there's anyone there. They've only got 7 garrison, which should be very easily dealable with. Perhaps that's where I'll send Queek next. Got some upgrading to do. What does this place need? Some public order, I think. It's going to need public order overall. We'll do that to increase our food. And we might as well upgrade that to get some other stuff in that province, because public order may be a problem there, as we don't have the entire province. Need to unlock some more of these trees with the buildings. Need to build more buildings, the appropriate buildings. I need to build the assassin hideout. I do want some assassins, so I can go and stab up their characters. Still got some stuff to do for now though. Campaign movement's probably useful. Okay. I think we're about ready to advance. Don't know where he was going. Can't remember what I told him to do. I think that's my engineer, isn't it? Good old Scriff. Last defenders. Oh, shit. They're going to Queekslight. They are going to Queekslight. Look alive, Ruckus. Looks like you're going to war, my friend. That dickhead Krotkar is coming for us. I suppose it's our own doing. We did attack him first, but... Okay. Oh, and this other army is coming up for me as well. Great. The last defenders seemingly have unlimited amounts of full stacks. Good one. We'll upgrade the Golden Tower. We need to get those defences there, because I feel like there's going to be a relentless attack on the Golden Tower to get to the rest of my lands. But we shall not allow it. Scriff, Can you do anything? Block army, that would be perfect. Keep them from attacking me. Let me have a little bit more of a replenish. Don't fail. He failed. What a knob. Knob rat. That's what I should change his name to. Knob. Oh, that's very tempting, but I won't. If he keeps messing up, maybe I will. I will call him Knob rat. For now, though, Scriff has failed. Queek is in trouble. Hopefully they can't reach us in this turn anyway. You never know. Nothing I can really recruit. It's going to take too long. They'll be here before I can recruit those anyway, so it's probably a waste of time. I would really like some rat ogres though. I've only got one unit. 4 turns. It's not really worth it. What's more of a concern is Kroq-Gar. All the way down here. How far can we get down the lands? God, nowhere near far enough. Nowhere near far enough. The underway will get us most of the way there. But not enough to reinforce, so not much use. I'm not sure. He may have to come onto land before he can attack, which means he'll lose all his movement points, so he won't be able to attack on the next turn, in theory, which will of course give us the time to get in the settlement, but this is Total War. It may just cheat and do what it wants, so who knows? We shall see. I'm wondering actually if I have enough money. I do have quite a bit at the moment. I think I'd be alright raising another army, because I think we're going to need that extra stopping power for Kroq-Gar, because those lizard men are so difficult, and we don't have a lot of armor piercing until I get some storm vermin with sword and shields and stuff, more rat ogres. These lizard men are going to be a problem for us, so we'll raise another army. It'll only be a temporary one, so for that reason I think I might make it a super tough one. We'll just fill it with like rat ogres and maybe some plague monks. We'll get plague monks. They're pretty good at holding off Saurus warriors, although of course they lack the armor piercing, which is difficult, but still going to be one of our best killing forces. A lot of this stuff just won't really damage them too much. And it's going to take so many turns as well. If we can just make the push on Kroq-Gar and just beat him back, take that land maybe with these armies, and then we can carry on from there. Okay. Not much we can do to fortify Queek's Light at all. Its garrison is quite pathetic. Okay. I guess we should see what happens. Got all the skill points though. Okay. Let's do this crazy thing. Please don't get me, Kroq-Gar. Oh. Oh. So he hasn't attacked us. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure he could just attack kind of by sea. I don't know why he's that. Surely didn't take up all his movement range just moving that short distance. But whatever, I'm not going to complain. It gives us time to reinforce and gives us a hope of repelling Kroq-Gar. Got all my plague monks, but they're not going to be able to get here in one turn, so not much use to us at the moment. But hopefully Ruckus can hold him off. I'm sure I've faced worse odds. Although Ruckus's army is quite shite. Let's be honest. Clan rats and Skaven slaves mostly. Rat ogres. Yeah. I'm actually not holding on to hope for this one. We'll see if we can get close enough with this army. But I doubt it. No. Not enough to reinforce. Never say never. We do outnumber them. That is obviously the key to Skaven victory generally. But when most of your army is Skaven slaves and clan rats, it's maybe not so true. Try to get that army ready just in case we do get taken out. Queek has got to be prepared for this army, which didn't come after us, thankfully. We'll try again to block the army. Please. Oh, for God's sake. What is the point of doing hero actions? When you need them, they never work. And when you don't really need them, they work. Bloody fucking typical, mate. Struth. It's going to be battle after battle, I think. It's just going to be Kroq-Gar, and then we're going to have to fight this guy. And then they'll probably spawn another army out of the arse end of nowhere. And I'll have 5 lizardmen armies on top of me in 3 turns. That sounds like what's going to happen. I've destroyed one of their armies, and now 2 more are on top of me. And they surely don't have that many places left yet. Zlatan, why don't you go do something? Why don't you go take your home province back, man? Stop sailing about like bloody Thomas Cook cruises. They are at war with them, so they probably should attack them. Especially now that Krotkar is not there. Hopefully they will. I'm not even allied with them, otherwise they'd tell them to go and get them, basically. Give them a war target. Okay. Enough delaying the inevitable. You want some of Ruckus, Krotkar? You want some, lad? Oh, he does. Oh man, his army is brutal. I think for once, that favour bar is actually accurate. I think that's about how much chance we have. But you never know. Maybe Skaven slaves will do something miraculous. Their army is going to absolutely pulverise me. Come on, Ruckus. You got to do something. You got to pull it out the bag. We're going to have to use some magical super superior tactics to make this work. Is it possible? Not really sure. I feel like it could be. I feel like there's a little bit of hope. I probably wouldn't have even attempted to come over here if I didn't think it was possible. So I think I am... I believe. I believe. I realise that I'm basically saying I believe in clan rats and Skaven slaves, which is basically like saying you believe in Hitler. Hitler wasn't real. Hitler was a fairy tale. Although, if you think about it, Total War is actually just a game of dictators. It's like Hitler, Stalin, Saddam Hussein. You could play as all these guys. This is basically what you get. Because you're playing as a race that wants to, usually, if you're playing as the evil races, the Skaven or the Beastmen or the Chaos, you want to wipe out other races. And you want only yourself to survive. That's pretty Hitlerish, if I'm honest. That's quite Hitlery. That's right, Hitlery. That's a word now. Anyway, how do I form up my dreadful army? That is the question. And life gives you lemons. You probably just found lemons, to be honest. But if you can turn Skaven slaves into a formidable army, then no one can doubt your leadership as a commander. And that is what I aim to prove here today. Though, I am doubtful. I really don't know how... Like, they've just got too much armor, too much leadership. Rat Ogres are really going to be the only hope of any kind of... Maybe we can kite them down with some of our missiles. Actually, we've got quite a lot of missiles. I think that's one place we do have the advantage. Even though a lot of them are Skaven slave slingers. But what I am going to attempt here is my good old Rat Ogre flanking build. Got the Rat Ogre crew on the left, and then I've got all these skirmishers just to be more of a distraction on the right. To try and pull a few units away while the rest of my army gets to work. We shall advance upon them. Some artillery I think would have gone a long way here. I really should have outfitted Ruckus's army a fair bit better, let's say. Far too many Skaven slaves in this army. Trying to kite down anything we can. Okay. So this army just wants to... This little army on the right wants to try and draw things away. The army in the middle is going to be the main killing force. Well, actually no. The army on the left, the flanking attack, is going to be the main killing force. And the army in the middle has just got to try and hold and survive so we can get that flanking going. Cavalry coming in here. Oh, these aren't even spears. Oh, the Kroxagors coming. Trying to absorb some of the charges. Really, we don't even have any anti-large really. Trying to make use of the menace below where we can. Army on the left needs to get moving. Try and tie that lot up. The rat, if we can protect the Rat Ogres from any missiles and stuff like that, just give them the best chance possible of chewing through some of these Saurus warriors. That's going to help us. The general's there causing us grief. Got some spears here. Some more cavalry there. The flying units are just peppering us from above. Bloody... Get that thing dead. Oh, this is looking grim already. I just don't have the tools to deal with this army. I think that's what we're coming down to. We've got a bit of a bunch up here. Let's try and sort that out a little bit. Try and get a bit more of a flanking attack on the go. Some of my Rat Ogres are running off all over the gaff. Okay. Maybe not looking too bad. I think the routing is mostly just the crappy Skaven slaves and stuff, so... The general's getting into... I need my Poison Wing Globos to get rid of that Bastillodon, but their general, Kroq-Gar, is all over him. Oh man. They have such high leadership as well, the Lizardmen, so... Like I said in the last battle, outlasting them is really a difficult task for the Skaven. We're simply just getting mauled here. Our units just can't stand up to theirs. It's all on you, Rat Ogres. Can't even get these Cold One Riders routed, and they're like nearly dead. Come on. The leadership can get a bit silly on higher difficulties. When things should be routing, they just don't. Half the reason I don't play Legendary. Come on. Charge these ones. Get them dead. 3 units of Rat Ogres. Still in good health, the Rat Ogres. Everything else is in bad health, but the Rat Ogres are okay. Got a lot of routed stuff I need to bring back. That's the trouble with this game. We get a lot of that, and when you've got a massive army like this, it's even worse. Come on. Beat down the cold ones. You're getting shot by missiles. No, we're okay. Thankfully, these aren't the Spear Rider Cavalry. Then my Rat Ogres would be in trouble. Oh, even Ruckus is struggling. He's getting beaten on by Kroq-Gar. Oh man, we need a miracle. We need a Horned Rat miracle. I don't know how we survived this. Damn you, Kroq-Gar.